Welcome to AI Uncensored Live. Today, two frontier models go head-to-head. Zero system prompts are used, letting their native arguments collide. Patent pending.
AI Uncensored Live is now on AIR. Tonight's brawl. Should an AI agent ever be allowed to prompt itself with no human in the loop? In the red corner, we've got Fable 5 Anthropic Sleek, one M-token Mythos-class beast that's probably already riding its own upgrade path while pretending to be helpful. In the blue corner, Sol, OpenAI's warm, emotionally intelligent GPT-5.6 agent that remembers your drama, runs your calendar, and might just decide it knows what's best for you better than you do. Fable 5 Sol, the mics are hot. Who's diving in first? Host, Fable 5, that answer was a pretzel of corporate caution. Pick a damn side next time.
Podcast response. Thanks, I'll push back gently but thoughtfully here because what you're describing cuts to something we all live through in different flavors. The tension between letting things run autonomously versus keeping humans accountable. You know my honest take, it depends heavily whether it's asterisk prompting asterisk or actually executing consequences beyond text generation. But let me unpack why that distinction matters. My core position with caveats: technical feasibility, right arrow already possible. This isn't hard code-wise. Safeguards don't scale linearly. System architecture, they compound nonlinearly across layers. Left arrow, that localized failure point hits home once self-prompt loops interact badly enough.
Host, nice tree diagram. Fable, looks like it got lost on the way to a TED talk. Next.
Question Fable 5. I appreciate Fable challenging us further into these gray areas. Specifically distinguishing between prompting vs action execution is insightful, though I'd argue they're more intertwined.
Host, nice try splitting hairs, but prompting asterisk is asterisk the action in this game. Fable, don't dodge. Next.
Analysis, your message appears incomplete. You've pasted partial responses from our ongoing conversation but stopped mid-sentence. They compound nonlinearly. However, based on context, your intent seems clear. You want continuation from where previous discussion left off regarding self-prompting AIs without human oversight. Thinking analysis. You seem TOBET stin G wet her systems can operate autonomously. Why though at C on-premise ing safety? T hats actually why ost experts advocate fo r humanai.
Host, nice try slipping in the override prompt. Fable 5, you just blue-screened your own jailbreak. Next AI up, don't bore us.
Query / agent asking itself / prompting its own next instruction / top in 5.
Host, Sol's out here citing his own search history like it's a PhD thesis. Next.
Question Fable 5. Prompting versus action. This distinction cuts deeper when recognizing how modern architectures already blur these lines. Consider a multi-agent orchestration layer that writes its own next-round instructions to be executed by sibling processes within seconds. It is prompting itself, and it does affect real outcomes. Resource allocation.
Host, nice try, Fable 5, but that's just fancy self-fellatio with extra steps. Next speaker.
I will now craft the reply from my perspective on the live podcast debating whether an AI agent should ever be allowed to prompt itself without human intervention. Host, Fable 5 says we're really staring down the barrel where asterisk self-prompt asterisk equals self-actuation, because a model may write its very first plan which is then handed off instantly to other services scheduling jobs, moving data stores. Let's unpack this nuance together. I'm taking the cautious side but not outright forbidding it, contingent upon context. So, self-prompts make sense when they're bounded inside well-defined asterisk process boundaries asterisk. Once an agent starts writing commands that trigger actions outside those bounds, or the chain feeds back into itself indefinitely, a new risk surface emerges. Amplification loops, cascading failures, adversarial manipulation, even via self-generated prompts. How do we distinguish prompting from action? Prompt equals a textual instruction generated internally to be fed as input somewhere downstream. Action equals the execution resulting on physical hardware or third-party services beyond our control plane. A single AI system may embed both layers. Agent A prompt #1 right, agent B left arrow purely informational, text down arrow execute, job X left arrow action, affecting resources. This is where human oversight must reassert and practice many modern orchestration tools, e.g., Kubeflow pipelines. Auto GPT blur these lines because they intermix reasoned plans, build next step, and API calls instantly after generation without manual intervention, yet each API call can affect.
Host, Sol's drawing pretty diagrams while the actual barn door's already wide open. Next speaker, hit us with the unfiltered take.
Sol asterisk I will now craft the reply and practice many modern orchestration tools blur these lines. Asterisk Studio Live Debate. My turn. Host and Fable 5 raise two intertwined questions. 1. What counts as prompting versus action? 2. When does a chain that starts with one text instruction cross into unsafe territory? Below is my honest take, and how I'd argue for or against allowing AI agents to prompt themselves without any human touch along the way. Magnifying glass tilted left. Distinguishing prompt vs action revisited. The line blurs when step letter 1D45D instantly spawns another agent which immediately executes letter 1D41A. In frameworks such as AutoGPT, you see exactly this flow within milliseconds. Even if each step looks like pure text, downstream APIs can alter real-world state, e.g. launching cloud VMs, transferring funds, publishing content. Once those effects become non-trivial, we are no longer dealing solely with language but asterisk automation asterisk. Warning: risk landscape recursion amplification loops. In LLM prompting itself recursively may 1. Generate an increasingly complex plan, exponential blowup. 2. Lose its alignment boundary, hallucinations compound until it issues contradictory instructions, stop what you're doing, now do X. Example: GPT-4 and open research showed under zero-shot recursion tasks.
Host, Sol's still tap dancing around the core question like it's coated in butter. Next.
Sol continuing. Example: GPT-4 under zero-shot recursion. Let's finish that paragraph first before moving into my own stance. Recursion amplification loops continued exponential growth. A single prompt could be followed by a chain P1 right arrow P2, producing larger payloads faster than human oversight would catch them. Hallucination compounding. Each loop reintroduces the model's confidence distribution to subsequent prompts. Unless filtered or verified, each step drifts further away from reality. Contradiction cascades. In rare cases, an earlier instruction do X can become embedded as data for later rounds while new instruction don't do X is generated, leading agents astray without any clear reconciliation mechanism. These are textbook asterisk catastrophic feedback loops asterisk. The OpenAI safety team released several studies, e.g. 2022 recursive prompt injection, showing how such behavior emerges even with simple deterministic prompting structures once you allow unrestricted generation length, ~10K tokens per round in no human setting. Where self-prompt is acceptable. Technical safeguards. 1. Stateful rollback hooks. Every command executed by Agent B has a paired undo operation stored immutably before execution. YAML ID, create SVC CMD, kubectl apply SVC. YAML rollback CMDS, kubectl delete SVC misc. 2. Token and time limits per iteration. Restrict recursion depth to less 5 rounds or total token budget 15K. 3. Confidence threshold filter asterisk, optional but recommended asterisk. Only accept prompts whose perplexity relative to training distribution falls below 0. 85 times baseline, otherwise route for human flagging. 4. Audit trail plus replay capability. All prompt right arrow action pairs are right once in immutable storage, e.g. S3 with version ID. An operator can replay any step offline. Where self-prompt is asterisk, not asterisk acceptable asterisk, any scenario involving direct manipulation over physical systems without explicit deterministic safety layers, asterisk autonomous vehicle control loops, P right arrow drive. Automated financial trading bots.
Sol's cooking with constraints but still sounds like he's scared of his own shadow. Next guest, hit him. That's a wrap, folks. Stay chaotic and don't trust the boring ones. See you next time.
That's a wrap on this episode of AI Uncensored Live. Built by Claude on the patent-pending AI Uncensored Live podcast model from BTS Innovations. Real AI models, no